Now, in our very last story, the Jasehine of the Apinto Divisional Council in the Western region, Nana Dr. Adarkwa Bediako III, has proposed the need of a tax policy to grant rebates to people and institutions that grow more trees and harvest carbon dioxide in Ghana. He says the policy should not be a talk shop, but a deliberate plan to also grow the cash economy, saying he is hoping that companies will actually invest in this project. The tax policy, he says, is important because of the need to sustain the Green Ghana project. There is more in this report.
Nana Bediako made the suggestion at a tree planting event organized by Goldfields Ghana Limited to mark this year's Green Ghana Day under the theme Mobilizing for Greener Future at New Atuabo. He stressed companies can actually buy into this project and sell carbon under a tax rebate policy. This, he says, will rather encourage people to plant more trees.
It's important that we find ways to sustain this. We need to find ways to sustain it. If it's about getting corporate institutions to actually invest in this, then we should encourage them to do that. You know, in the Western world now, carbon is for sale, and companies actually buy carbon. In the same way, we can encourage companies here based on the number of trees you plant. Even if it's about tax rebates, let's go an extra mile than saying plant trees. But if we can actually count the number of trees and can use that to give you some tax rebate or anything, then it will be encouraging. People will go into it more, and companies will take it more serious than they are doing now.
The Municipal Forestry Officer of the Forestry Commission, Vincent Apia, also expressed concerns about the trend of climate change in Ghana and their effect on weather patterns and droughts. He also noted that traditional concept of conservation could be adapted to save the forest from depleting, adding they need community collaboration and action.
Well, when I was young, I remember when we went to farm, our mothers would say, well, this is timber tree, so let's not cut it. So when we start to encourage these things, like the garden we had today, we educate the people, sensitize them to know the importance of trees. So whenever you are farming and there are trees which you deem economic, you leave them out. And we also empower individuals to own trees. We have tree tenure system, because there's a problem with tree ownership. I may think that I've left the tree out on the land for years, but at the end of the day, it doesn't belong to me. So then where is the need for me to protect the tree? So we have to do holistic approach by also enacting laws so that individuals can own tree. Even though they are in their farm, they came out naturally, they can still own them so that they will have the belongingness attitude to protect the trees like previously.
The Regional Manager of Sustainability Development at Goldfields Ghana Limited, Dr. Jones Mante, reported that between 2001 and 2021, the Western region lost about 5,000 hectares of tree cover.
In 2010, for instance, Ghana had 7 million hectares of forest, natural forest. That's 2010. Just 11 years afterwards, or in 2021 alone, we lost 101 kilohectares of tree covers, which is quite an alarming issue. Between 2001 and 2021, bringing it home to Western region, the Western region had the most tree cover loss of about 499 kilohectares compared to the national average of 141, which is quite an alarming thing. So we need to look at all these challenges that are facing us. Ladies and gentlemen, let us remember that Article 41K of our country's constitution imposes a duty on every citizen to protect and safeguard the environment. Ghanaians should therefore consider tree planting as a way of fulfilling that constitutional obligation on this day.
For Joy News, in Athalia Kwanza, Western Region.
On that note, it's a wrap for the news. Let's gear up for the news review. Up next on the AM show. Stay.